One of the things that's interesting to me about ethics is the tendency that people have, I think, at times to kind of lock onto a verse and say, see, the Bible says this, so this is the way it has to be. And it could be, I forbid a woman to teach, or a woman must be silent in the church, or wear a head covering, or various things. And sometimes my response is, if you go to Hebrews 1 and 2 particularly, the author seems to indicate that the final exemplary revelation of ethic is determined by Christ, because Christ is this exact image and representation of God. So based on Christ and Christ's relationship with women, what would that teach us about the way that women have a voice in the world today?
I think about the Marys in Jesus' story, and I think about how when he went to the home of Mary and Martha, Martha is doing this wonderful hospitality work to make Jesus welcome and to honor him. But Mary is sitting at his feet learning from him. And Jesus talks about how she is doing the more important task of the learning from Jesus.
And he's super affirming of that.
Yes, exactly. And then I think about the women who, when all the men had run away, the women are there at the tomb and at the cross, the faithfulness of the women. And the other example I think of is Mary Magdalene. My daughter is named Madeline, and we named her that because Madeline comes from Magdalene.
Oh, wow.
And we wanted to affirm that Mary Magdalene is the first witness to the resurrected Christ.
That's right.
But she's also sometimes known as the apostle to the apostles, because she's the one who in John's gospel goes and tells the other apostles, I have seen the Lord.
The first one to announce the resurrection.
Yeah, so in a sense, the first one to preach about it.
Exactly.
And we have no censure from Jesus of these women. There's never any critique of the women following him. There's never any critique that they're not doing women's work.
Correct.
Instead, the way that the stories are told about these women in Jesus' lives seems to me to be an incredible affirmation of discipleship. And then even teaching and preaching in the case of Mary Magdalene.
Oh, yeah. And then when you toss in the woman at the well, who then goes back, she seems to me to be kind of the first evangelist, is what I've said.
Yeah.
And so we can build an ethic based on Jesus' treatment of women that empowers women and says to women, hey, find the calling that God has given you, because God is not limited by your gender, and neither should you be limited by your gender.
And the thing I love about, especially in John's gospel, is these women who are witnesses to Jesus. So it comes out of the relationship with Jesus and the experience that they have. The woman at the well talking to Jesus, who then goes and tells others about it.
Well, my hope is that what we're doing in this series will help affirm women to live fully into their calling and never sit on the bench just because they feel like, oh, I couldn't do that. I'm a woman. Because Jesus is saying, no, yes, you can do that. Because I've gifted you, I've made you, I've called you.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.